Now, we all know who Venom is and where he came from. Symbiote that came from space, bonded with Peter Parker first, and then bonded with Eddie Brock. Then Venom became one of Spider-Man's deadliest villains for quite some time, but in recent years, he became more of an anti-hero. However, I was today years old when I found out that Venom originally was not going to be Eddie Brock at all. Now, I found a piece of an article that was dated back on February 6th of 2019. It stated that Venom was originally going to be a woman. The writer who originated the idea of Venom shares the story of his creation. The creator of Venom, David Michelin, states that in this initial pitch for Venom's human host was quite different from what eventually became canon. Originally, Venom was going to be a woman who was pregnant and going into labor. So her husband went outside to flag down a cab, but the cab driver was distracted by a nearby battle between Spider-Man and a supervillain, causing the driver to accidentally hit and kill the husband, and the woman had a miscarriage and fell into a coma. Upon waking up and realizing what had happened to her family, the woman blamed the loss of her husband and baby on Spider-Man. Her hatred for Spider-Man drew the symbiote to her, so they bonded to become Venom and seek revenge on the web slinger. Now, at first I was surprised when they was going to feature a woman to be the original host for Venom before they went with Eddie Brock. And now when I read it and read it out loud again, and then when I read it for this video, I felt like that origin of Venom is more basic than what we got. Because look at Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock hated Peter Parker. He was always in competition with him. Then when he got fired, I don't know if it's canon or I don't know if it happened in the comics or not, but remember in Spider-Man 3, he hated Peter so much that he asked God to kill him. Now, as I've seen Venom's origins in various forms of media, it seems as though that Eddie Brock found the symbiote by accident. Now, there may be some comics out there that I have yet to read that Eddie Brock was drawn to the symbiote and vice versa, but I have a feeling that this will probably be a what if story. Just a small what if one-shot story that will probably be written in the future. And let's get hypothetical here. They can use that same concept of their origin for the woman for an already established character in a what if reality. And I'm willing to bet 9 times out of 10 they will probably use Misty Knight. I can almost guarantee you that they will probably use it for that what if story to become Venom and hunt down and kill Spider-Man. Because if you make a totally different new character just for a one shot, it would just, confuse folks or get folks not to read it at all. Now, if you put someone that's already established and be like, oh, this is a nice take on a character that I already know, let me read this. But I can almost guarantee you that one day that story will probably be written and I will be reading it many years later and I'll be like, you see, I told you so. But what do you guys think of this revelation? Do you guys already knew about this? Or was you today years old like myself? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you all next time.